let's get into it. Oh. I've tried filming this once before, so that's why it's kind of already filled out. And our setup looks a little, or the bills look a little different because I have added our sinking funds and a couple of bills that I don't think I've shared before, but we will, oh gosh, we will get into that. Okay, so this is a budget 426 to 52. As I'm filming, it's 5/2. It's Thursday morning, and our new budget will start tomorrow once we get paid. So just playing catch up. Okay. So this week's bills total up to $16.68. And that consists of $150 for our weekend money, $120 for both of our cars, $107 for our home internet, $100 for OnPoint. We don't have a balance on this card. It's just, I don't know, I guess I just use it as a placeholder, and then it kind of just builds a buffer in our account. But I'll be using this money to pay, or to put towards our debt accounts. So I just leave it on here because I know that that money is already budgeted. It's just not going to OnPoint right now. Our electric bill for the house came in. I budgeted at $200. It was $239. Lunch money for the kids. They didn't end up, well, one of my kids didn't end up using it because he had money from last week, I guess. And my other one gets $20 from this a week, and it's probably in here, but yeah, I'll just put it 20 toward, well, maybe I'll just put this towards food. Okay. And then we budget food, that's groceries or any eating out for the 7 days of the week, and I put that at $300. My toddler goes to daycare. That's $135 a week. And then we do have a Discover card. I will talk more about this card in the debt confession that I'm planning. But that I have budgeted at $280, and it came out at $242. So all of those are bills, and that came out to $1344. Now that I think about it, we're probably gonna do some adding. And then for sinking funds, I have $324. And the sinking funds consist of these categories. So dogs, the girls, the boys, spending money for myself and my husband, home, health category, coffee, and haircuts. But this, I need to change it probably because we're also adding $50 a week towards debt payments, but that is originally for, oh man, what was the original? I want to say that was car and house maintenance. But yeah, so I have to redo the sinking funds, but so far it's the $324, and I think it's all of this plus the $50 a week. So yeah, and I think I'm going to add a couple more, so I will show you guys this once it's all fully updated. Yeah, because we are probably going to go through a couple of changes after, well, like around June time. So we'll yeah, I don't want to get used to, I guess, this income because it is going to change in June, and it might dip and then pick back up. I don't know. I'll explain it once we get further along. Okay. And then I've already did all the expense tracking. And this is our main account. This is our Chase credit card, our Amazon credit card, and our Capital One. Yeah, and I know I've never shared balances before, but I guess since we're getting into the debt confession, I thought, why not? No. I have a full house in my office. Both of my littles are in here, and one of my dogs. And then my daughter is really into chapsticks. So I got these, and then I thought I would just hide them in my office, but she just found them. I have one, and I just gave her one. Hey, don't do that. But she likes to eat them. So I don't want to give her... I don't want to give her more than one at a time. See, she doesn't even want the ones that she opened. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, that was just the noise that's going on here. Okay, and the baby's sleeping, and the dog is under the bed. Okay. And I need to... Okay. Anyways, yes, so balances. Where was I? This nail is really bothering me. I know I usually have my nails done nicely or not done nicely, you know what I mean? Oh, gosh. But I just have not been able to go. I need to go in probably today. Okay. So expense tracking, we had the Discover card come out. And so if I put the expense on here or on the tracker, I just make one check off. We pulled money in from all of our accounts, and that's also regarding like the debt confession thing, but we had money in our Ally account for 96 or 469. I think this is a yearly thing because I remember talking about this before, but $69.95 for a VPN, and that's unbudgeted, so I did a little different marker. Panda for food one night. We withdrew our high yield savings account with Marcus and Goldman. So that's $5,050. Daycare. We'll get into this with the debt repayment, but we did pay off one of our cards because we pulled all of this money. So we completely paid off Capital One, except it has a couple of pending transactions, but we have the cash. So Capital One should be at 0 by tomorrow. And then these have double check marks because it came out from the cash account, but I also just made sure that it came out from wherever we paid it. And this is from, we moved this from our savings, but I think it's the same thing, just to pay off the Capital One card. So then our Chase credit card, we got McDonald's one night, and then we did a payment. And we do have a balance on that card of $31.28, $3,128. Yeah, that one in Amazon just came out of nowhere, to be honest. Amazon, we're at multitasking mom. Yeah, so these balances got up there really quick. Amazon, we have a Walmart purchase in our water. And I think I forgot to pay it last month. So I paid last month and this month. So that's why it's a little higher, $195 and 16 cents. And it wasn't budgeted for this week. So I made a little marker. The Walmart purchase I split up. So I did get food, groceries, and home stuff. But this was a delivery, so they're holding $29.66, but that wasn't my total. But based on like the app receipt, I split it up to what I thought each thing was. So if it comes in less, great. But we're budgeting for higher. And then Capital One has the electric bill, which I have the money for. And this $20 is pending because I think I added that today's Thursday. Yeah, I added that yesterday, I think. So yeah, that is our expense tracking and everything is over here. So I have not gotten gas because I filled up. I had half a tank last week and I filled the rest of it up. My son hasn't told me about gas, but he probably will need some tomorrow. The weekend did total up to $365. Because last weekend my husband came to visit. And we ate out. Every single meal, every snack was bought, and it is what it is. And all of these purchases were on his card just because when he's here, he's the one that goes and picks up and orders and whatever. So that went on his credit card. The pink is for home expenses and the yellow is work expenses. And this card doesn't really matter just because everything usually gets back, he gets reimbursed. So the balance on this card doesn't matter. All of this pink stuff does because he spent it here, so he's obviously not getting reimbursed. So if we don't pay it back, then the card gets a balance. Is some trip expenses, and that is another category for savings that I'm going to add. Trips and travel. So that's us going somewhere, somebody, usually our moms, coming here, or like our family getaway. I kind of want to spend a weekend in Waco. We're in the Texas area, so I want to go to Waco. I saw like a cool what is it called? Glamping area, and I think some water park, and obviously I want to go to the Magnolia shop. Way off topic, but that trip would come out of our trips and travel that I will be adding. So okay, that was a big side story just to tell you guys that why we overspent on the weekend. Yeah, and then food category, we're still going, but as of okay, as of now we have spent $115.86 So I'm just gonna write that here just so I know for next time. Okay, too many babies in this room. Okay. Yeah, so that totals that up. I will have to tomorrow, yeah, when I officially close this, I'm gonna get, tomorrow will be my first day where like I actually completely close it down. So like pay back these cards, make all the balances of the cards that we used and actually pay it back from the budgeted money. Because I always miss that step. Oh gosh, everybody's making noise. So yeah, I'm gonna use this week as kind of the first time to do that. So yeah, budget. Oh, well, I guess I didn't go over our income and stuff. So from my husband's check, it's normally we take out the reimbursement amount, but it's not on this check. Hey, no more, please, no more. Yeah, just that one. So his check minus the 1668. And we should have 612. Yeah. Thank you. Man. Chapsticks. Chapstick? No? It's okay. You're silly. Okay. Okay. So this part is new. I decided to go ahead and show a rollover because I do this part all the time, but I normally don't show it. So right now, this is what we have in our cash account, like where our checks get deposited to. So if we subtract this week's bills for 26, we're left with $79.30. But then I have some money within this that I just haven't moved. So it's about $1,500. That's gonna go to card payments. And then after that, we have $54.30. So from there, there's two options, I guess, that we can do. $54.30 can either go towards the debt along with the $2,500. So that gives us $79.30 that can go towards debt. But I do have last week credit card usage that I haven't paid back. And then I do have about $300 worth of birthdays and holiday gifting to do in May. Oh yeah, and then I forgot to take out the May house from here. So this is actually going to be different. 54.30. I like doing this because you really get to see the math and really try to plan according to your math. So from this, we have $22.80, which is our May house. And then we have left over $31.50. I wish I had, no more.
Mom. Yay.
Yay, okay. You're welcome, but no more. Okay. So we have $31.50, and that can either go all to debt but then we have this 500 from last week, 300 for May. I wanted to get a month ahead with sinking funds, and I thought I would need about 1,500. And then obviously anything left over, I thought, well, debt payment, some types of savings, and then I take a look at our year per like week, weekend, month, year really, and I try to make plans. So like I know a big one in December, we will be flying back home and staying an extended a little bit of an extended stay. I think we're gonna try to do like a week, maybe a week and a half. Hey, what did I tell you? No, where's the lid? Yeah, here, use that one. Okay. Yeah, so it's good to know those things in advance instead of like, we need to buy the tickets in November. And then it's like you have no money, so it goes on a credit card. There's no plan, so you overspend. So yeah, that's what year ahead means. I take a look at what we want to do, what we need or should or whatever. So yeah, it's just kind of where I dump my brain. And so this part, I will chat with my husband. He will probably just say put it all towards debt, because he just thinks all of this other stuff magically happens. But that is my budget for now. I just wanted to show this really quick, I guess, also. So next week's budget that starts tomorrow, 5/3 to 5/9, this is my monthly projection. So I'm budgeting on the lower end of our income, and I think this has all of our bills. I think it has all of our bills on here, but I will double check tomorrow. But based on this, we need $260. I know he will be getting more than that, so that's fine. But I like to see it so that way I at least know, okay, 260. I know he'll make 260 more. So I like just seeing that, just so I know. I will keep this here because I need to update this. We need to go over this. And the budget so far is looking fine. I do have to sort out sinking funds for this week since I did take it out. Oh yeah, and so the 60 I'm gonna put towards food. Or the weekend, I suppose, but yeah. So hopefully I can post this right now. I'm sorry about all of the distractions. The littles don't make too many cameos, so. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow to set up May budget. And yeah, so you guys have a good weekend, start of the weekend. My weekend starts on Thursday. Weekend as in I start doing weekend stuff. Grocery planning, cleaning up, getting the house in order for the weekend. So yeah, let me know what you guys have planned this weekend. Let me know if you see anything that you have a comment or suggestion on and how I did things. Or yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.